Hello guys, this is Darshan Senthil and I join you today for the 6th video of my intermediate chess tactics tutorial series. So in this video we're just going to talk about how to checkmate with a queen and a king. Now this is something you should really keep in mind because this is one of the easiest endgames and it'll look really dumb if you sort of mess this up and get a draw. And this is something you should know to do. Because this is one of the easiest things you're going to get actually the endgame, king and queen. And it should not really take you too long to win, because it's just like using your queen and pushing him to some place and then getting your king and checkmating, as you will see in a minute. But before we start, I just want to tell you one thing. The first thing you should not do is start to check him randomly. If you do that, you're going to waste moves and it's going to end up in a draw. Because just remember that when he's got only a king, you've got 50 moves max to checkmate him. That may vary, it may be 20 depending on where you're playing, but know that you have a limited amount of time to checkmate the king, otherwise it's going to be a draw again. So just know this. So I'm just going to show you how to win with a queen and a king here, and hopefully you'll find this useful in the future, so you're not one of those people who ends up with a draw. So starting up, let's just consider an objective. Where can we checkmate him? We cannot just checkmate him on any square. We need to checkmate him to a specific set of squares to checkmate him. And those squares are actually all these sides of the board, the A and H files and the 8th and the 1st rank. These are the only places you can actually checkmate him on. So just know, we need to sort of push him towards those squares. That should be our objective here. So we're going to start off by playing our queen to E3. So we're going to start pushing him this way now. Now notice that this cuts off the E file and also sort of pushes him this way, so he can only move here or to these couple of squares here. So we're sort of limiting his options already, and this is why again the queen is the most useful piece to have here, because she can control so many squares at once and sort of keep him from going there. And now black's best move is actually to sort of stay as far away from the white king as possible, because he knows that if he gets too close to the white king, then checkmate will come a lot quicker, because the king and queen working together will easily do that. So he's going to move up to d6, and again we're going to start to cut him off here. We can move up to e4, again not letting him stray on the e file and sort of forcing him to either move onto the c file or onto the 7th rank. Those are his only options. So obviously black's not going to make this any easier for white, so he's going to move to c5, and then we're just going to simply move our queen to d3. Now this again, we're just sort of forming the box around him, this same thing, and we're sort of pushing him towards these sides over here. So he's just going to move up to, let's say c6, and then again we just sort of keep cutting him off like this. Now he moves it to c7, again same thing. Now he's just going to move up to b6 again, because he wants to avoid this rank, because he knows just as well as you that going to this rank faster is only going to speed up his checkmate process. So now we're just going to start pushing him towards that square. Now we're going to move to c4. Now this again is pushing him away, pushing him towards this. Now his only square to sort of prevent going there already, there's only square he can move to right now without moving to any of the sides would be to b7, and then now we'd move to c5. Now from here he's forced to sort of move to the sides or to the corner. Now the corner is a pretty tricky square, so you want to pay careful attention if he moves to the corner, because the corner is the easiest square for you to checkmate him on. Excuse me, but it's also the easiest place for him to get a draw on, a stalemate draw. So be careful when he moves to the corner. So assuming he goes to the corner, let's just say he doesn't go to the corner. Let's say he moves to b8. Now from here you want to lock the door on him. Now you've got him in the file you want him, in the rank you want him, sorry. Now just lock the door. Play our queen to c7, and now he cannot escape this place. He's kind of stuck in these 3 squares. So moves to a8. Just bring up your king slowly, and eventually you'll Now once you've locked him on this file, it's just getting your king up and checkmating him. Now until now your king's been really inactive, but you just need to get him up here and checkmate. Bring it up here and this will be checkmate. And you've won the game. So this is just something to keep in mind, that while playing the game, you just need to sort of push him towards the corner. Don't get too hasty or too boisterous and just start checking him randomly. Just be patient, stay calm, and play properly and move him toward to where you want him to. And that brings us to the end of this video, and I thank you for watching and staying with me this series. So this is one of the, like I said, this is one of the easier concepts that we are learning. And next video we'll do king and rook checkmate, which is slightly harder but just as interesting. So see you next video.